Hi, everybody. Welcome to Petra's Happy Place. I don't know if there's an echo in here, but I feel like there's an echo. I hope it doesn't bother you. Um, my name is Petra, and I am back. It has been a very long time since I've filmed a video. Um, and I must say I'm a little bit nervous. So if this is your first time seeing me, it's probably my first time seeing you. um, and I hope that you will find my content enjoyable. And I'm hoping to have my videos be a little bit more regular. It might not be, every day or every other day. It might just be once a week, but hopefully I will be able to do things a little bit more on a regular basis. So, um, yeah, this channel is mostly about crocheting and yarn. Um, I don't have any knitting. I don't knit. I tried to. I don't think I can handle that. So I'll just stick to Tunisian. But today I want to kind of start fresh. And um yeah, so let me talk a little bit about inspiration. I have been lately, I still watch a lot of YouTube videos of different content creators in the crochet and even the knitting content. I like watching those videos. Um, if nothing else, to try to get some inspiration. However, I have noticed that when I watch certain content, um, and this is not about any one particular creator or channel or anything like that, it's just that there are some channels that um, I don't I don't resonate with. And so whether they're showing a new yarn or something like that, if I get the fear of missing out or I feel any kind of pressure, and it's not from the content creator, it's internal pressure that I find myself wishing I had something or wishing I could have that particular yarn or a product or whatever it is, I tend to just kind of shut it down for that video only because I am trying to find my true self. And that sounds kind of lame. When I started thinking about this, it did sound kind of lame to me to be finding my true self. I mean, I'm almost 60 and I'm like, I need to, I should know who I am by now. But it's the truth. I think a lot of people struggle with this. And I I wanted to talk about the word inspiration and inspire. Okay, so I looked up the definition before I came on, and the inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. Isn't that perfect? I mean, that is like the perfect definition of when I think of I'm trying to find inspiration. It's I want that stimulation of trying to find something mentally that resonates with me. Um, and usually that comes by the way of being creative. Um, so to inspire, which is what I'm hoping to do for you, is I'm trying to fill someone with the urge or ability to do or feel something, especially doing something creative. So as I'm gaining inspiration, I hope that in some small way I'll be able to inspire you. So, the last couple weeks, I have been dealing with the whole idea of style. And I have been tested. um, my wardrobe is full of stuff, and I think I only wear about a third of it. And my goal this weekend is to be able to take everything out and only put back in what I am going to wear. Whether if I don't like it or doesn't fit or I've never worn it, although I got it thinking, oh, I'm going to love this. And I know it's not me, whatever, I'm going to take care of it. Well, I got to thinking about um, I'd like to make crochet wearables. I have made them for years now, and I just, that's one of my favorite things to crochet. And I was watching um, Shannon Talks Yarn with Shannon, and I got inspired by something she said that I want to create things not that I think are pretty. I mean, I want to find something that's pretty, but if I'm going to be making wearables, I want to make something that I know I'm going to wear. And pardon my clock, it just decides to go off. So I was looking in my stash, not my. I was looking at my craft um, uh, vomit. I want to call it my craft room because I thought it was going to be neat and orderly, but right now it looks like everything is all over the place and I can't find anything. I mean, I know where things are, but nobody else could find them. And I found a UFO. And I mentioned it somewhere. I cannot remember where I mentioned it. It might have been on my Facebook group or another person's Facebook group. But I had um, a UFO that's been sitting there for years. I had decided to make squares, all with green yarns, all different color green yarns. And I'm going to give you an example. This is the stitch that I was using. This is the front post, back post square, okay? And oh, that's the wrong side. Here's the right side. Anyway, I made a whole bunch of these squares. And I probably had like 5 by 630. I had 30 plus squares or thereabouts. I still have to weave in all the ends, and I also had to stitch them together. And I'm like, I'm never going to work on that. I'm just never going to work on that. So I just put it aside. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I was going to either throw it away or give it to somebody to finish. I don't know. And I got to thinking about what has inspired me lately. And I made, I'm not going to go back and show you everything that I've made since I've been off the channel for that long. But I looked at some of the things that I've made recently, and there's only very few that I've actually worn. And one of them is a beautiful, beautiful shawl that I made. And it just is the most beautiful yarn. I love the yarn. It's from one of my favorite dyers. I'm sorry, there is a siren going off close by. Not a, yeah. And my puppies go crazy every time they hear a siren. um, so anyway, I made this beautiful shawl and it looks like a beautiful sunrise or a sunset even. It's gorgeous. I love it. And I it's going to be warm. I used two fingering weight wools together and it was just, I mean, it was a hefty, beautiful, soft lovely, lovely shawl, and I have yet to wear it. And I finished that weeks ago, probably months ago. I was so excited to make it. And then I thought, this is a shame. This is a darn shame because I love that yarn. I loved working with it. I loved the project, but I'm just not wearing it. And I'm wondering why. So about a month ago, I went on a yarn crawl with a friend, a yarny friend that lives in Indiana, and she and I have gotten together several times, and we went on a yarn crawl in Indiana, and it was just something we were doing during the same time a crawl was going on. Only we visited only 3 stores out of the 6 or 7 that were going on. Anyway, we decided to do a 3 shop shawl um, project. And so we were going to shop for yarns at each one of those stores and put them together and make a shawl. And we're going to, like share it with each other and everything. So what I did was, Lila, no, no. I I went to the store and I found this yarn, and the colors are not showing up very well. Let me see here. There, no. Oh, it's looking way blue. You can see a little bit of purple in there, but this is purples and grayish blues and blues, and it's gorgeous yarn. Gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. I bought one skein. I bought a whole bunch of other stuff too. Don't get me wrong, but I bought this, and I have to work with it. It's quickly become one of my favorite yarns. It's called Wonderland, and I wanted to work with it. And I bought other yarns from different places to go with it. Okay. And I got it home and I went, I don't like any of the other yarns. I just like this one that I got. And I was in love with it. It's gorgeous yarn. And so I looked in my stash, I shopped my stash, and I found this one. And it has blue, well, it's more of a navy blue and it's got some purple and fuchsias in it, okay? And I also found in my stash this navy, and I decided to pair up these 3 yarns, and they go so well together, okay? And guess what? I did finish it. I finished it. Now I'm just waiting to figure out how I want to do. Let me show you the right side. This side. Okay, can you see the colors? Oh, you can see the colors working together. Isn't it gorgeous, guys? It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to put a border on it and then it will be done. But I love this. I loved working on it. I loved working with the yarns. It's so, I just love it. And I know I'm going to wear it. Um, and I can't wait to wear it. It's just one of those things. Um, I still have it attached, and it doesn't go with what I'm wearing. But I wanted to show you a project that I think I'm going to wear. I'm going to wear it a lot, either as a shawl like this, or as I guess you could call this a cowl. But oh goodness, oh, my yarn's caught. You know how it is when you got your yarn attached. But I just love it, and it's so soft. Isn't that gorgeous? So this was my last uh, project that I worked on, and the reason I showed that is because I was inspired by the yarn. The yarn spoke, I don't know, that sounds crazy. It spoke to me, but it really did. I've been watching a couple different channels and I started realizing that the reason why, and Shannon talks about this a little bit. I can't remember the other name of the gal that has written this book, but anyway, um, the reason I'm not wearing that other shawl is just not me. It's just I I'm happy looking at it, and I think it's gorgeous. I love the yarns, but I don't feel like it's part of my personality. It doesn't show who I really am. And I don't know, maybe that's the reason why I haven't worn it. I don't know, but I just haven't worn it. And so I wanted to talk to you about another project that I started and the way I processed things. So I got to thinking, my style is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of boho, kind of country, kind of casual, relaxed, flouncy. I don't know how you want, but the bottom line is it's more of a boho kind of look, really like thrown together kind of look. Now, I don't like making granny squares. It was hard enough to make these, okay? I don't like wearing granny squares. But I had this idea in my head of what I wanted to make, and I am just giddy with excitement because I wanted to make a fall cropped granny cardigan. And I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. This I had in my closet. A friend passed it along to me, and I'm just loving it. I know it's probably not the best color on me, but I don't care. And that's the whole point of this inspiration thing. I don't care what other people think it looks good on me or not. It's how I feel in it. You know what I'm saying? It's how I feel in it. And I have always loved the fall and fall colors, even though they're they don't I would never have gravitated toward fall colors, because I don't believe I look good, or I was told that I wasn't that I didn't look good in it. I don't know. But all that has gone by the wayside because here's what I did. I went into my stash and I found Stylecraft DK, and look at these colors. This right here is a deep eggplant purple. It's purple, not blue. But are those not fall colors or what? I wish it would show up purple. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's showing up blue. But there you go. And on top of those, I took some of my green squares. I undid them because I hadn't sewn in the ends, so I took them apart and I balled them up, and I have made so far two green to go with this, and I'm also going to use this color green and this color green with all of them. Aren't those gorgeous colors? I'm just so blown away. Let me show you. Um, that's going to be the colors for the actual shawl. These are the granny squares I've made, and look at these colors. This is a burgundy color, and this mustard color and this color, this green color. Oops, I meant to do it like this. And I'm also going to be including this copper color and this eggplant color. It's such a shame. It goes, I promise. And then this is like a, this is called grape, but it's like a dusty purple. That those colors are gonna be so gorgeous. And I'm gonna seam them all together with a chocolate brown. I just am. I was making these and I was laying the colors down, and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm giddy. I'm so giddy because I don't make granny squares. In fact, my husband just got done telling me he hates granny squares, and I'm like, eh, well, I'm going to be making a little cardigan. And the way it's done is it's pieced together where there's two granny squares and two granny squares and goes down three. So it'll end right here. And then there's a long cuff or rim around it. Okay. And then the back, on the back, you've got four, four of these across and three down. And then you've got sleeves. You're going to make two larger granny squares for each side, and then, on the back, and then you're going to sew it all together, leaving this open here, okay? Then you're going to have the same ribbing around here, around the cuffs as you've got down here on the bottom. And that's, I'm working all that. There is a, they've got a tutorial out there, but I'm not really following that because they're using a different yarn, a different hook size, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of like having to do it myself. But my goodness, it's going to be beautiful. And I can't wait to wear it because I'm going to wear just like a tank top underneath it, and I'm going to wear it on top of a tank top. I'm going to find some. Walmart always has the tank tops that you can just kind of throw on, and I can wear them with any kind of pants and slacks and wear it to work. I can be comfortable in it. I'm going to be wearing it all the time. People will say, "Can you please make something else?" But I'm excited about that. Now, that was my inspiration. And now I'm going to ask you some questions that might get you to thinking about what inspires you, because I want to try to inspire you by mm, almost like giving you permission. And I know you don't need my permission, but sometimes we just need a reminder that you can be different. Okay, so here we go. What do you like that may seem quirky to others? Yeah, what do you like that might seem quirky to others? Do you like wearing uh, a crochet, um, maybe a crochet pin? A big gaudy pin that that you made that you love, but you don't wear it because people might think you're kind of odd. Okay, but think about those things that you love, but other people might say, well, that's a little quirky, that's a little too much. Okay. Um, what would you like to be able to pull off? You know what I'm saying? What would you like to be able to pull off? Would you pair two crazy colors together? Are you one of those people that would love to put orange and pink or pink and red together? Or how about blue and green? Or, what colors? I mean, is that something that you're drawn to? You know, would you like to pull off wearing a certain color you've never worn before? Pardon. Got a little excited there. Um, I'm sorry about that. But is there a color that you say, I would never wear that. I would never wear that out in public. But secretly, like, I wonder if I could pull that off. Is there a certain accessory that you would love to make part of your everyday life? Like, would you like to, you know, depending on what you do, if you have to work outside the home or something like that, but would you like to be one of those people that wears a hat every day? You know, whether it's a beanie or a bucket hat or a cloche hat, or you just love wearing hats and you love to pull off wearing a hat every day, like they used to do in the 30s and 40s. Would you like to be able to wear fingerless gloves every day, or maybe wear a scarf, or is there something like an accessory, not necessarily an outfit, but is there an accessory that you think, I would love to be able to wear that every single day, and you've just not gotten around to doing it, or you're afraid to start that because you might not like it or something like that? What is your, I wonder how I would feel wearing that? How, I wonder how I would feel wearing a bright yellow. I've never worn bright yellow before, but I wonder if that would, if I would look good in it. Doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any difference what other people think. Would I feel good in it? Would it make me feel so happy to wear yellow every day? What about what is your, I don't care if everyone thinks I look crazy, I want to wear that. Is there anything? What comes to your mind when you think about these things? When you look at your Pinterest, if you have a Pinterest page, or Pinterest account, or you go through magazines, do you ever think, boy, I wish I could pull off that look? Oh, I'd love that. I love that. But you just never have. What's holding us back? What's holding us back? If we're creatives and we have the ability, let's say you don't like making wearables, you're not comfortable wearing or making wearables. That's not a problem. I mean, you can, and I want to be here to inspire you to do that. But if you don't like making wearables, but you love making hats, or you love making scarves, well, what's to say a scarf can't be an accessory that you wear every day? Make thin scarves, thick scarves, colored scarves, plain neutral scarves. You can make lacy scarves. You can make bulky scarves. You could wear a scarf every day. Or maybe it's a hat. And you say, I like wearing hats. Yeah. There's so many tutorials that are free on YouTube. Make yourself 5 or 6. Heck, go ahead and make a dozen of them if you want. Different hats. And just wear them. And if they make you feel happy, if they make you feel warm and cozy, or if they make you feel, I can do this. I can go through the day because I've got my red hat on. Whatever it is, find something that just sparks your inner joy, that you just like light up when you see. Because The point is when you wear something out, if be jeans and a t-shirt every single day, that's your thing. You love wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Awesome. Awesome. Are you wearing the colors that you love in a t-shirt? If you are, that's great. I'm just asking, what would how would you feel maybe if you added something? Like, what if you started making crocheted earrings and you added that to your ensemble and you wore that? Or what if you put on a hat every day with your t-shirt or a scarf? Or what about fingerless gloves? Or what if, I don't know, maybe you know how to make, well, you could make fingerless gloves that go all the way up. Hello, that's a thing. I mean, it might not be the thing, but you could do it. You can do it. Find something that you know is going to make you feel good. And don't wait for anybody to say, you know, you should wear that. Don't wait for that because just because other people say that doesn't mean you'll enjoy it. And don't be pressured. Don't be pressured by the outside world to like something that, no, you just don't really like. Now, I know there's many of you out there that you already know who you are and you know what you love to wear. And you've got a closet full of everything that you just love. And nobody's going to change your mind. That's wonderful. I'm glad that you have gotten to that point. But there's so many of you out there, just like I was, that look in your closet and you go, I have that. I wear it every day, but it's not really something that I love. I wish I could figure out what else I can do. That's my little inspiration for today. I hope that it has brought you some measure of either you're inspired or you're disgusted and you never want to come back to this channel again. I get it. I get it. You don't have to. There is nothing saying that you have to like what I say. But I just know that there's others out there that are like I am, that are looking. They're looking, and that's why they go to all the crochet channels to try to find inspiration. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, okay? Remember that God loves you. I love you. God loves you very much. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.